So it's not cracked or chipped anywhere. This thing is in phenomenal condition. Hey y'all, it's Vintage Vinny, and welcome to another thrift store haul. Everything I'm going to be sharing with you, I picked up when I went thrifting with Cyndi from Mimi's Treasure Cottage. I will link her channel down below so you can check her out. So she came into town after visiting her daughter in Massachusetts, and since she'd never been to where I'm located, I said, hey, why don't we go around to all the different shops and I can show you where I usually go and find my stuff. And yeah, we had a great time. And then later on in the day, we went to visit Karina from Tarnished Treasures. She's about an hour and 30 minutes, I think, from me. She's in a suburb of Baltimore. I hope she's not mad that I just revealed that. And yeah, so we thrifted all around town all day, got lunch, and then we headed up that way because we met her for dinner at some place. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, it was really, really cool, and it was nice to meet her since I have been exchanging packages with her and sending her stuff for a couple years now. And whenever all this crazy COVID stuff is over, I might try to plan another thrifting adventure with her. Maybe she can come down here and I can show her where I go, or vice versa. I could go up there, see what it's like up there. Because we went to one store where she was before we decided to meet up for dinner. So let's go ahead and jump right into the thriftage. So I don't know how old this Yankee Candle is. I don't think it's terribly old, but it's got like the older Yankee Candle logo on it. This is the Vineyard scent, and if you guys like the artificial grape flavor, or like the artificial grape scent, like a grape lollipop or a grape Jolly Rancher, this is a great candle, and let me tell you, it smells delicious. Now, I know you can get this scent at Ollie's, and it's through American Home by Yankee Candle, which is a separate line. If you're looking for that candle at Ollie's, it is American Home by Yankee Candle, and it's Wine Country. It's like a deeper purple. They have a lighter colored candle that's lavender, and it fools me every time, and I keep thinking I'm going to find the Vineyard. It is a really popular scent because every time I go to Ollie's, or at least a few times that I go there, I can never find it. So I'm sure anytime they get it in, people scoop it up because it smells wonderful. So I did pay $5 for this, and I know somebody paid way more than that, so I was really, really excited to get that. Next item I would like to share with you all is a vintage tissue box. I paid $4 for it, and it has flowers on it. It is reflective metal with, I guess, painted on flowers, because as you can see, some of the paint's chipping off. And it just slides off the lid so you can put another tissue box in there. So I thought that somebody would really enjoy that. I will be putting that in a live sale at some point in time. And I guess the witch's hat wants to make its appearance, so hold on, that's the next item I'm going to share with you all. Alright, so this vintage witch's hat, which I paid 50 cents for, is in pretty good shape. The newspaper in here pretty much looks older, I would think, because it's yellowed. So even if it's like 70s, it's still a neat handmade piece. Again, 50 cents, I paid for that. That would look great in a display of some sort, when and if I ever get to that. Okay, what's the next item I'd like to show you all? I did get some glassware. Now this isn't marked, but I think it's stretched glass. It's an amber one. I will most likely be putting that in a live sale. I paid $1.75 for it. Amber is not really like the most desirable color out there, but people do like it for the fall time. I much prefer the blues and the greens and those kinds of colors. But yeah, it's a pretty tall vase. I mean, if you look at it. So I will definitely be featuring that in a sale very soon. Whether I wage it or just put a flat out price on it is still to be determined. Or if I break it, you know what I mean. So this was very, very interesting. I paid $3 for it. I think it's a handmade piece, but it's like one of those compotes, a lidded compote dish, and it's got like little stones in it, or like painted splatter color on it. It does open so you can put stuff in it. Definitely a handmade piece. I would think this would be great for Christmas time. Like you could put mints in here, or just a fun, funky piece of decor, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely different, and that's why I picked it up. And it's seeming as though it doesn't have any issues, not dishes. Damage or issues, I think, were both trying to come out of my mouth at the same time there. I just thought it was kind of funky, and I'll see if somebody else thinks so too at an upcoming sale. Now this I did pay $1 for. It's Walt Disney's Cinderella, and you all know that that is my favorite Disney character, Cinderella. Now it is not a complete book, but this is original from 1950, and again, Moss Stone Story Vintage. I would never have known that this was an older, well, I knew it was older, but I never knew that the golden books actually put different spines on theirs, and this one does have the Mickey spine on there, as you can see. So yeah, it's from 1950. Unfortunately, it's not complete, but that's all right because I will hold on to this one and just enjoy it until I can find one in better shape. Better yet, maybe I can, oh, I don't know what I'll do with it. But yeah, you get the picture. $1 was worth it, I think. Now this was really unusual. I was looking through the vintage Halloween, or like the Halloween stuff, and I found this, and I wasn't exactly sure what it was. It was $1.75. It's actually a coconut. Somebody painted a coconut way back when, and I guess carved out a jack-o'-lantern face on it, and I guess just used it for display at some point. This would be cool, like on a scarecrow, if you ask me. Like you throw it on a scarecrow body. I think that that's really cool. And for $1.75, I thought that was well worth it. I don't know if I'm going to be selling it just yet, because I do think it's kind of cool, but we will see. This was $2. It's another one of those Mr. Peanut cups from the 1970s. It's a little rough around the edges. I'm probably not going to be able to make too much more than what I paid for it, but that's okay. A little bit of profit's a little bit of profit, right? So yeah, that'll be going in a future sale. Now this was a real gamble because I wasn't sure if this stuff in here was vintage or not. It was $2.75. It's a pack of like Happy Halloween banners and things like that, and they wrapped it in a spider, which I thought was kind of cool. It was $2.75 for the lot, so I will open that up at some point and see if the stuff is vintage, because, I mean, they made this stuff for many years, so this could all be reproduction. And if so, oh well, I'll just redonate it. We'll see. So we went to one of the vendor malls in town, and the Salvation Army had just moved when Cyndi came to town, and unfortunately they weren't open, so I couldn't take her in there. But the Salvation Army is literally right next door to a vendor mall that I go to once a month because I like to give vendors time to update their booths and get new stuff in there before I keep going back. So we went ahead and looked around, and I didn't find much, but I'm definitely happy with what I did buy. So I did get some vintage Valentines cards. This one says, there are lots of nuts in this world, and oh God, I'm having a CRS. There are a lot of nuts in this world, and I would be one too if I didn't want you for my Valentine. Why on earth I couldn't think of that is beyond me. So that one was $1.25, and this one is definitely much older, just judging by the graphics of it. That's probably 1930s, 1920s, 1930s. So that one was $3.50, and I did pay that just because it is a little bit older. No, $3, sorry. But just look at that. I mean, if all these were one price, I probably would have just bought them all. So this I will probably put in a live sale, or maybe I'll keep it. I haven't decided yet, because I'm not really into vintage linens. It was $1. It's one of those heart hankies. Yeah, maybe I will go ahead and, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm not really into the vintage linens because they are very feminine and girly, and I'm not really into that. But who knows? I mean, it's Valentine's. I mean, Valentine's is supposed to be about flowers and hearts, isn't it? It's not supposed to be like a very masculine, manly holiday. But it's a good holiday for romance, if you catch my drift. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. That was a buck. This came from the Goodwill where everything is 99 cents. I don't think I'm gonna keep it. I think I'm gonna end up reselling it, probably at a live sale. It's a shell. I guess it's like a toothbrush holder or a brush holder. It's got an iridescent look to it, kind of like a mother of pearl inlay kind of a thing. And yeah, I mean, it's got a mark on it of the number 27. Don't know what that means, but yeah, this will probably end up in a sale. I'm sure somebody who's got a beachy themed bathroom would like this, and this is a little bit more elegant than I would like personally. So yeah, I'm sure somebody will definitely like that. This was probably a stupid buy, I'm not gonna lie. It's a frosted glass, and it's got the Kennedy Space Center on it. I haven't looked it up to see if it's worth anything. If it is, it should be in my eBay shop by the time you see this video. It was 99 cents, by the way. I don't even know if it's vintage or not. I would assume it is, because I don't think they make... maybe I'm wrong. It could be modern. I don't know. No marking on the bottom to say if it was made like by Libby or something like that. But yeah, definitely interesting. I'll be doing my research, and it should be up in my shop by the time you see this. Now this is probably one of my favorite finds. I've got a couple of them. That vendor mall where I got the Valentines, I found this really awesome, I think it's either Lefton or Napco. It's probably Napco. October birthday angel. Now I will be keeping this for myself for vintage Halloween displays because it's Halloween. And I did say to myself if I found this one at a decent price that I would keep it, and that's what I did. So she was only $1. I couldn't believe it. So she is going to stay with me, and I think she did have a repair at one point. I thought it was just glue residue, but then when I looked at it hard enough, I don't know if it's going to show up on here or not, but I think her wing was repaired at one point. Yeah, there it is. It's kind of like right here. But she is absolutely awesome, so I will definitely be holding on to her for future displays with my Halloween stuff. No, I just hope I don't break her. Okay, so got this for a friend of mine who collects vintage compacts, probably from the 1960s, just judging by that image. 50 cents, it's a double mirror. There's no makeup or anything in it. Alright, so the last two things I'm going to be sharing with you all before I get into some of the larger quote-unquote items are things that I picked up at a Savers thrift store, which was out by Karina, that Cyndi and I went to beforehand. Now, we did go thrifting on a Friday, and usually by that time, like, all the good stuff is pretty much picked over because it's the end of the week. People have gone through it, and usually the expensive junk is left behind. But I was still able to find a couple of things, and I did get, I think, 20% off because I still have a rewards program with the unique Savers Value Village chain. So, oh gosh, I don't even know which one to show you first. Alright, so this piece I actually had to write down the information because I wanted to make sure I got it correct. I found this really, really neat looking sailboat trinket dish. Now, it does have a chippy doodle right there, but that's alright because this is going to be for me. I like the nautical look of it. On the bottom, it's got an M and O and is stamped Germany. Now, this is by Metzler and Ortloff Porcelain, and it's a Schooner sailboat trinket dish. So it's German porcelain. I did only pay $1.49 for it. I was just intrigued, and I loved the sailboat on it, despite the little chippy doodle right there. But honestly, I love it, and I would definitely put it in a nautical-themed room, which I have. So I just liked it, and, you know, I didn't really think it was anything that special until I looked it up. Someone has one listed currently for $39. Whether it's going to sell for that, I don't know. But I just liked it for the way it looked, because it's definitely very beachy. Now, this next piece is very interesting, and I'm really happy I picked it up because I think it's a Fenton, but I could be wrong. It's this really nice vase, and it's got the ruffled edge on it. I did pay $2.99 and 20% off of that, so I got this for next to nothing. No cracks or chips to it that I can see, that's why I picked it up. This would be great for Valentine's Day displays or things like that. I almost want to send a message to Tim over the years because he might be able to tell me if this is Fenton or not. Or if you happen to know if it's Fenton, let me know. And let me know what the pattern is because I really do not know. It does have a frosted bottom or a cloudy bottom as Jocelyn would call it. But it's very, very nice, and to find it in the shape that I did is great. So $2.99 for that. I was definitely really excited about that. So this may not be listed right away just because it is, I need to know what it is first. Okay, so let me go ahead and I will show you the last two items that I picked up for this haul. Ooh, pardon the glare there. So these 4 items I paid $3 for. I don't know if they're going to be worth anything. I haven't looked them up just yet. But I think there are 4 plates there. Yeah, 4 plates for $3. And judging by the top, it says it's the grand opening for Kings Park Inn in 1961. So these may have been promotional giveaways or souvenirs from when I guess if this was a hotel back in the day. And I think there are 4 of the same. Yeah, so there's 4 of those dishes. Whether these have any resale value is beyond me. I just kind of took a chance with them. And they were made... Hold on here. These were made by a Capsco something. Capital Souvenir Company in Washington, D.C. So I will probably do some research on these, and this one's got a lot of crazing on it. And if they're not anything, I may end up just redonating them because they were cheap enough and, you know, it pays to learn. So this was a really shocking find. And I passed by it a couple times thinking it was a bit more modern and just was kind of dusty. But yeah, I was really surprised when I turned it over and saw that it was a left-in piece. It's a Valentine's Day Trinket Box, and it was only $2. I mean, aside from this little boo-boo right here, the flowers are intact, not broken at all, and it's in pretty good shape. And for $2, I mean, $2 holla. So it's not cracked or chipped anywhere. This thing is in phenomenal condition. So that was the Heart Trinket Box. I think it is, aside from being a little bit more girly, it is for Valentine's Day. So I figured for $2, why not? So that's everything I have for you today. Let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite item that I picked up? So that's all I have for you today. Be sure and give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to know when new videos are posted. All of the links to my social media accounts via Instagram are down below as well, where you will see pictures of items to come in future haul videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye guys!